Hello, hello, hello. Time for a little midweek space. Maybe a little bit quieter than usual today, though. It's been a long day. A little exhausted. Did a lot of talking today. I'm maybe going to be a little quieter than usual tonight. But we're going to do some space. We're going to head to the planet Monarch and probably fight more dinosaurs. And do crimes. Do crimes, that's important. Let's click on over here. So, we got this from finishing the last major quest line. It seems that your cabin picks up souvenirs from all the places. That's very cool. I was just taking a look at our armor here. That's Diva's armor, right? From Overwatch? Like, I swear I've seen this armor before. Alright, let's see. Force gun. Actually, what if I repair this force gun? Okay. So we're at Monarch. And we've got a few things to do. Gotta contact Phineas's broker. I've got to do this for the Space Crime Continuum. I like this one. And we got Vicar Max's quest as well. So Vicar Max is going to come on the trip today. And I think I'm going to take Felix as well. He hasn't gotten any action so far. And I don't want Pravati to get eaten by dinosaurs. She's a good girl. It would be not good if anything bad happened to her. Let's just repair this thing. That's the gun that we got from the last quest. But, we had like the weapon plans, and we sold them to Gladys, but we bought the broken gun off the guy for 100. That's good value. Where is it? Not this. This one. Man, you can do some good tinkerage on this thing. Oh, nice. How does 50 compare to, say, this? Automag. 53. Armor damage. Alright, so I'm thinking that we're going to want this plasma damage in this particular area. Just a hunch. Let's just set everything on fire, it'll be great. Felix Flamethrower. Chrono Scythe. Very cool. Vicar Max. Plasma Carbine. And corrosive damage. I don't know if this is going to be any good, but we'll see. We will see. Bar, mixed, aggressive. And Felix is going to be medium, mixed, aggressive. Aggressive. Okay, all that seems good. Gets everything I need to take care of here.
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're out.
Let's call it a nap, Ada. The thing you're talking about is a nap. I had a nap today. Alright, Ellie. No smoking on the ship, Ellie. Want to toss that? Oh, I love it. They just freeze frame. This freeze frame thing is fantastic. This is so good. Look at Pravati looking at Vicar Max like he's just some kind of crazy man. Okay, Pravati. Girls can have a day off today. Felix will be fed to the dinosaurs, since he is rather expendable. Charge-up weapons, huh? I wonder if the ultimatum is a charge-up weapon. I'll have to give it a shot. Yeah, I said it. Give it a shot, that's right. Not getting too much more of that tonight, though. I don't have the energy to be that witty all the time. Something's fishy, huh? I wonder what that's for. Hello, Felix. Alright, so we got some, let's just do a quick check. Space crime. It's that way. Let's do, what do you think, Vicar Max? Do space crime first? Maybe we'll do space crime first.
Bend yourself, Captain, quick!
Oops. That was, I'm more than a little disappointed in myself. More than a little. I got rid of all my, natural health regen ups. I should have kept those bananas. I did not. Okay. No, I'm fine. Don't worry about me, just fell off a thing.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are you doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Travel discreetly.
Aw, don't be like that. I never get to do this part. Please.
Don't make me tell you twice.
Hey, easy. I won't stop you. Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
I guess you're just stuck here forever, huh? Bigger Max. Alright, so... just going over here. Definitely not robbing everybody. No, sir. Why, I'd never. Not in a million years. I kind of like this music. It's very... feels like it's a JRPG tune, really. Maybe like a seaside town that's a little messed up. Something wrong. It seems...
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our
Okay.
lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
I gotta get over there somehow. Let's see and check the map. The map knows. Kinda over this way a bit. What is this? I'm supposed to be here, yeah. I don't know what this building is, but we are just gonna walk around like we own the place, and if anybody stops us, no one will stop us. It'll be fine. I think this is the right place. Just real fast, let's take a look at the thing we just picked up. Lilia hasn't heard from her agent in Stellar Bay recently. Read the information he's holding. Delivered to Catherine Mallon in Fallbrook. There's Fallbrook. Oh, it's outdoors, okay. What's this then? Stellar Bay Ruins? I mean, it's a portside town, so of course it has a sewer dungeon. Let's Let's check it out, just momentarily. Maybe we'll just... Oops. That's my coaster. An amazing turn of bad luck. I've just been stricken with the hiccups. I'll do my best to, do so not. It's scare me like this, Vicar Max. I will do my best to not hit right into the, thing. Mic. Alright, so it's not really ruins or anything like that, it's just outside town. That's a lot less exciting. I'm expecting, oh, like an ancient temple or something. Ah, but no such luck. Canid, huh? Guess this is dog. Closest you're gonna get to dog in space anyway. Oh, you know, I read somewhere that it was recently the anniversary of when the Russians sent Laika, the dog, into space. What was it? I think 53 years? 63 years? Do the math. I think 56 years. 1963, I want to say, is when that happened.
Will someone help me? My boy's in trouble. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Rip.
Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Why would he run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already. That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak.
I don't like this lady.
Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby. Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Not sure I'm seeing the problem here.
Same.
You're one of them, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself, young man. Just as your mama would be. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
I don't know. They sound pretty cool to me.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home.
Oh, okay.
You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it.
Now,
And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
let me tell you this. I said I'd look for him. Said nothing about bringing him back. Sounds like he's having a great time. In the space jungle. Where I, too, will have a great time. Alright. Let's see. Grim tomorrow. Not Family Matter. Empty Man. Oh, Empty Man's also outside. About... Grim tomorrow.
Wrap mask and painted eyes, right here.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Well,
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
yeah.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
People on this
Sort
planet,
of a strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
ask him out.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask.
Yeah, no. I don't think so.
Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't think I'm going to do this quest. I don't feel a strong need to help her. When I started helping out, well, let me put it this way. We did this quest in Astral Chain, right? And it didn't go so well. So, well, we're not doing it in this game. This is the warehouse.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Oh, I've got,
Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
It's,
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors.
oh, not just too many
He's
tumors.
a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Yeah. I'll come back
I
eventually.
can't keep working double shifts either. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Yeah, that seems like a quest we can do. Yeah, how about,
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell.
nice.
That about cover it?
Yeah? Did he pay for
No.
it?
I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Okay.
Fine by me.
I don't feel a strong need to, Actually, okay, I have
I'd
to...
give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
I gotta talk to her about the,
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
what is it? Oh, I see. Well, this is interesting. Intimidate. Helping find Braxton. Why don't we try bribe?
Damn right he will. Hopefully that'll be the last I see of him for a while. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind?
Braxton and stealing drugs.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
much
yeah,
better.
let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Awfully nice.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get this all tuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
Alright, so let's turn in this thing for Grimm.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean, more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
I don't know, that almost seems alright. Pretty cool. Alright, Grimm. I don't like you, Grimm, but I got your stupid poster.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in. Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week.
Let's see.
And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Alright, so 5,000 XP, also 13,000 XP. Just getting all this XP. What else? Oh, I almost made all the money back. That's great. The blocker. Well, that went well. Nyoka. That's the contact? Okay, that's story progression. Let's do the secret people. This.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
Oh, your shop.
If you don't see it, I don't got it. Don't go asking for the special reserve.
Let's see. What have you got? Parts. Ammo. Various hat. Oh, good. Tumors. It is a tumor. It's multiple tumor. Alright, well, I gotta get my MSI reputation up, I guess. Before I can do anything here. Anything worthwhile, anyways. The heavy armor is too much. I don't like that heavy armor. Alright. Where the apartments? This way. Kinda like this place.
Help! Someone's been killed!
Oh. Okay.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
This is a lot more interesting.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
A body. Wait, which... Is a new quest? No, we're still on Secret People. Let me guess. Oh. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not.
Murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
Well,
What a gruesome way to die.
I mean, we've got a Velma, right? Felix. I need you to be Fred. Vicar Max. You're gonna be Daphne. Velma's just chilling. I guess that makes me Shaggy and Scooby. So what happened to this guy?
Quietly now.
Whatever it is, it looks wildly unpleasant. I'm kind of not sure though. It looks almost like they dunked him in wax or something. Alright, so this is a quest. This is new. Stainless steel rat. Being very careful. Doing some good investigating. So what's this here? House ball betting slip. Lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. Alright. He's a gambler. Reckless gambler. Very well might have been offed by some hardworking individuals for the bookmaker. Hastily packed suitcase. Okay, skipping town so that this doesn't happen to him. Alright, left field tossball betting. We will go there eventually. I mean, you know, he's not going anywhere. He's super dead. So I'm sure he won't mind if we do a little bit of work on the secret people while we're here at the apartments.
Whatever you do, don't mention tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd be thankful.
I think he's super dead.
Hmm? Staying long?
Okay, can't talk to her. Not profitably, anyway. You Braxton?
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
You Braxton?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
That was very shifty. Relax.
Oh, in that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
Great, thank you.
We're in agreement that this Braxton is probably dead, right?
Probably. But maybe he's not. Alright, so we got our next destination there. Let's go see a bookie. Yeah, this place looks great. It's nighttime now. Got those methane clouds. Nice. Yeah, that's a bookie, alright.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
Not here to chat about teams.
That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway.
You get to listen to games all day? Stellar Bay really is a paradise.
It's pretty swell, but it's a whole lot better with company. Say, I don't think I've seen you before, and I'd remember that face.
Felix, please.
I'll try not to be a stranger then. Name's Felix,
Felix,
by the
this
way.
lady had somebody killed.
Look at me, getting carried away again. So, what can I do for you? Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Listening?
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Here's the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
What, guy? Guys, what? You're just staring at me. Look, Vicar Max. You are a man of the cloth, right? Surely, space Catholicism has a thing about, not murdering people, right? I'm just saying, maybe we solve a murder here and there. Why shouldn't we? Murder's not going to solve itself.
All I'm saying, son, is you'll generate more force with the proper grip. It's more like this, not like that.
No offense, Max, but I think I know my way around the tossball stick. I got my own set of highly specialized skull-cracking techniques.
Would you say you have a very particular set of skills? Oh, there's Sebastian. Nope. Looks like he's got a YouTube channel. Alright. So.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
It ain't your alley either.
Hey! What are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
Are you supposed to be like the 5-year-old kids from a JRPG?
By those crates to market. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
Making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
You're going to, go away. And not come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Well, that was easy. I didn't even have to crack any skulls. See? Remember in Fist of the North Star when that one guy wanted us to solve things without violence, without caving anybody's skulls in? Well, it's almost a year later. Completely different game. We're finally doing it. We're solving problems with non-violence. Isn't it grand? I think it's grand. I'm just too tired to think otherwise.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Well, I can tell you a lot of reasons why I wouldn't.
Often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Look, dude. Very
Celia,
generous of
will you
you.
make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Alcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
No, dude is dead. It is murder.
I'd been saving a bottle of
10 years for
iceberg aged whiskey for
murder.
an occasion like this. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
I'll bet.
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Indeed.
Can't imagine why you'd sneer at the notion of a free colony. Could it be because you're an agent of the establishment?
Felix, please.
I used to be young and idealistic too, but you can't run a city on high-minded ideals.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Sounds like something out of the chairman's own notes, Vic.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
What do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Look, I'm just trying to report a murder here.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
I was starting to get bored listening to you until you said the phrase extremely powerful ordnance.
It is quite the rush.
Where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Saying what, which way?
Arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
I'll know when I
while
find
you're
it.
at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Maybe. But, back to why I'm here. So there's this guy, right? And he's super dead.
What can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually.
Eventually.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Thank you. So yeah, I met the Grim.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Let's see, anything else? Oh, that's it.
How does it feel?
How does what feel?
Serving an instrument of corporate supremacy?
Let me hazard a guess. You're talking about the church.
Isn't it true the OSI is just a cog in the machine of oppression?
I'm glad you're asking questions, Felix. Curiosity is the foundation of the scientician faith.
Don't try and convert me.
Oh, that's right, scientician. Why did I think it was Matholicism? Yeah, maybe I made that up. Well, now. Let's see. Get some weapons. Get some sneak. More weapons? Get the critical damage up if I do. Big fan of Persuade. 77 Persuade, though I don't need to add any more in there right now. Yeah. Oh. Wow, these are good. Alright, let's get this up to 40. And then I got a couple more points that I think I will toss in. Yeah, I'll put it in guns. Alright, perks. I get one. 50% science weapon damage. Eventually, I think I'm going to want that weird science. Probably whenever I get whatever the next science weapon is. Extra headshot and damage. Make heads explode like scanners. Up 10 dialogue skill. Oh, when you have nobody in your party. More carrying capacity. Movable weight. Oh, okay, that could be really good. We band of brothers. Let me get this maintenance thing. Yeah, I'll get the extra damage. Okay, we gotta go to Fallbrook. North of Stellar Bay. Task. No. Alright, let's do a little bit of the main quest. Yacht Club. Oh, actually, let's real quick take a look at our reputation. Monarch Stellar Industries liking us. That's good. You know, I mean, as far as the ridiculous corporations in this game go, Monarch seems alright.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away.
I like her already.
Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Yeah.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, Shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there.
Uh-huh.
Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm, Hubert.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll.
No.
Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
What do you get me to an information broker?
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait.
These
that ain't
nuts?
it. Brass rats? Let's talk business.
Please.
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure.
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or
Hangover
caffeine
aids.
something? Pills. They're very good.
Yes, hangover aids.
I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
I mean, this?
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Yeah, I'll be back. Better give me that 12,342 experience. Oh boy. What time is it today? Middle of the morning. Already hungover. Possibly just still drinking. Let's see. Yoka. Liver damage, yep. Attitude problems. It's just, increase allotment. Well, some kind of update has happened to the quest. Oh, hello.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Are you
What
also
can Auntie Abigail
Gladys?
do for you?
Picking up,
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
It's, Notka?
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry. I'm afraid it'll be the better part of a month. Our dear Nyoka tends to exhaust her supply rather quickly. Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you, but there's not much I can do.
Could you maybe check the records
Dr.
again?
Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Well,
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
Mm-hmm. We're not threatening the old lady. No, that's too mean even for Hubert.
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations. It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie. Chin up, dearie.
Anyway, just
Hello
just
again,
check.
dearie. What can I get you? Now that can't be. Ms. Ramnarine Wentworth has already exceeded the month's... Oh. Dear me. She does have another dose in her allotment. How did I miss this?
Don't worry about it.
My, but you are a doll. Here's Neoka's caffeinoid, and if I know her, she's probably ready for it by now. Do take care of yourself, dearie.
Okay, but I think we should go search that guy's body, don't you? Oh, he's buried in a graveyard. I see, south of town. Well, I mean, we might as well take a look, right? Little grave robin does the bodies good.
You know
Yeah.
what your problem is, Vic?
You ever heard that
Other
expression?
than being called Vic?
You scienticians got no imagination. That's your problem.
I'm sure everything will be just fine. Earth Directorate, huh? Alright. Ready to fight some dinosaurs? Surely this tiny pistol will,
Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
We gotta go exploring. I want to see some savages.
Actually, I should also, oh no, Fallbrook is where that thing is. Alright, so we gotta go here. Well, and since we're outside the city now, that means everything can and will be mine. This loot? Got a loot? Tarmac and cheese. No, I'll pass. Dead guy. Lots of, dead. Bitter.
Easy does it.
Alright, we gotta be very quiet. There's a church.
What trouble? Screwing for
Felix!
Felix, you did nothing. This gun is very strong. I disintegrated that thing in 4 shots?
We won't get any... Oh good, a fight!
Thing's ridiculous. Got this for 100 hits.
Here they come!
Everyone all right?
Felix, did you set yourself on fire? Did you take an acid bath? What happened to you, Felix? You're just screaming. God. You just scream like a maniac. People will think you're dying or something. Anyways, it seems that the plasma damage and burning abilities are very, very good against Raptidons. So I'm happy with my life choices right now. A nice hat. Shall we wear a nice hat? Leadership skills, oh. What's my current one? Oh, 29, that's nice. But what if... Hat. Oh no, it won't show up because I turned off things. That's a little unfortunate. I guess I could turn it back on. I guess. Well, if you want to see the nice hat, well, let me know and I will, I can accommodate. This place looks kind of like, remember those giant things in Breath of the Wild that look like that? No, just me? You know, by where you have to do that, that Blood Moon quest to get the shrine to appear? Where you, like, take off all your clothes and stand on the pedestal while a Blood Moon happens? That quest was, a bit much. Kinda ridiculous. Get all those energy cells. Don't need the pasta pack.
I wonder what secrets these ruins contain.
Exploring some ruins.
Die first.
Destined to prevail.
Man. Gun is OP. I like it. Pretty. This is a good planet. It's got everything you could ask for, really. Breathable atmosphere, water, fish, dinosaurs. It's quite lovely. It's the graveyard up that way, obviously. I was wrapped it on meat. Can I just eat this? Base health plus 25. Interesting. Guess I can't cook it. Mather residence. So. There's a whole place. Mather residence. Interesting. What am I looking for? Hills.
The last of them.
Alright. Grave robbing. Oh, he's not really buried, is he? He's just dead. He's tripping out. Anyways, while we were able to get the caffeinoid, normally, I was thinking, what if there are other cool drugs to find at that dispensary? It's like Eric Andre says, find caffeinoids. Your parents' dresser. You have to do as many of them as you possibly can. It's bad advice, but I believe it. That's why I have coffee every day. Yeah, I'm back on the coffee every day thing. I managed to stop over the summer and get back to regular natural sleep all the time, and it was really great. And then the summer trips hit.
Always wanted to visit Stellar Bay.
Just a bunch
Taking
of
the sights, the sounds. Wait, what's that
well,
smell?
there are a bunch of reasons, but
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
coffee kind of became a part of my mornings again. That's okay though. Once we get to time off, I'm probably going to be home all of Thanksgiving week. It's good for both streaming and for getting the coffee back out of my system. And for Christmas and New Year's, same thing there. I should be back to being caffeine free again in the near future. Looking forward to that again. I slept so well when I wasn't drinking coffee every day. It was wonderful. Just wonderful. All right.
Mr. Millstone, you seem like a young man who could use some direction in your life.
Is this about me ending up in the wrong bunk? Because I swear I wasn't that drunk. The hallway's disorienting.
Son, you can always come to me for spiritual guidance, but not between 2 and 4 a.m.
Also, I am really sorry about your floor.
Forget I broached the topic. Let's just pretend last night didn't happen.
Oh boy. You two are funny. Go steal some drugs. I mean, it's not stealing if I have the key, right? If you have, Dr. Williams' key, that makes you Dr. Williams. Is it just me, or did the universe blink out on the side there? I thought I saw some of that classic Obsidian jank. Group. Well, I mean, there's nothing so good there that I would want to damage our reputation for this particular faction. And also there are witnesses. If I'm going to steal this stuff, I'm going to do it without these guys following me around. Wouldn't want the good vicar to get the wrong impression about me.
Ah, the Charmer! Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
Yeah. Got your magic pills.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun.
I do. It is fun.
If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Oh, do you want to try the new character? Felix, we can go wait on the show.
A real big game hunter. You gotta give me some pointers.
Stellar Bay had a vicar once. He took it upon himself to convince Graham's folk to come back to the corporate fold. Kept making the trip between the city and Amber Heights by foot. Kept getting himself into all sorts of scrapes. Day came when I found a book of his in the middle of a rapt encampment. Hand still gripping it, too.
The plan unfolds as the plan unfolds. To vicar and layman alike.
In other words, rip that guy. Let's roll. Let's see. Oh, I'm using a handgun right now. Let's just get that there. And let's get some, a little more of this good leadership stuff. And Vicar Max, you get a perk. Equip time. And ability damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this, and like eventually we're gonna use science weapons, I think. In fact, you and your companions deal bonus damage for science weapons. Sorry, I just hear a train in the distance. I thought somebody scored a goal. Armor cleaver. Mr. Ouch? Oh, yes. Yes. That's the real stuff. I love that. Do I have a better... You know what? No, your weapons are just fine, Nyoka. You are alright. We're gonna get extra lie support. I love it. Yes. Oh, yes. All of this. Extremely good. Now, what can I get you to wear a really nice hat. Or the Moon Man helmet. I think it might be hat for now. It is a really nice hat. Actually, no, let's talk to a vendor. Let's get you a real piece of headgear. That vendor.
A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just like the tithes?
Why, that's borderline offensive, Ms. Ramnareem Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a well-earned bonus.
I met another believer once. Pushy type. He thought he'd been left behind for a reason. Thought he'd find some kind of cosmic truth in the wilderness. Got himself infected by a mantis and drowned in a sulfur pool. Some truth.
Can't get more brutally true than survival of the fittest. But don't mistake us all for blind fools. Intellect plays a large part in who stays among the living.
Glad to hear it.
I think those two are going to get along just fine. I have, completely forgot where I was going. Ah, the vendor. Yes. The vendor. That's who I need. Let's, right here. Here we go. Talk to Zing.
A little early for you to be kicking around without a drink in hand, Nyoka. What can I get you? All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
You're not gonna threaten me. Cool. We're gonna sell stuff though. And all this, or nah, we don't need this. We don't need those. This hammer doesn't seem the best. Maybe I'll break that down. I would just sell it because it's worth 5. It's 5. There's really heavy stuff that I never use. We can just get rid of. Alright, so that obviously we don't need that yet. Need a helmet. There you go. Pretty good helmet. And what's your special move? Broad. Huh. I think she's really tanky. Shot knocks target to the ground, making them unable to take any action. Weaken. Always a skill moderate amount. Target takes increased damage. Okay, then Nyoka's is... Alright, you're both medium, mixed, aggressive. I haven't seen any real need to change these settings. That's really good. Great. Love it. Actually, wasn't there something north? That's right. Let's do that, do this first, because there's not a lot north. I have a real struggle. Big struggle. Yes. Yeah, so I'm kind of running out of time tonight. I want to see if we can get this quest done. It's the only one that takes us north. Everything else is to the south. So if we do this one tonight, and then next time we can sweep south and do all sorts of stuff. It'll be like we picked up all those quests a couple streams ago and then finished them all the next time. I hope.
Can we talk?
Are we already doing this?
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Thrilled.
Really? Here I was steeling myself
no.
for inevitable rejection.
I love danger
I used
and
to
crime.
run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
Alright.
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury.
And after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mannequin showed up and kicked us all out.
Oh, there's Dofus's Mannequin.
If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
Oh, you wanted to see the Mannequin, right? We're gonna do it. We'll go see the Mannequin. But first we're gonna go get...
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
mess with us. I'll keep quiet. Subtle room.
Ain't got nothing on me. Nothing. Too strong. Alright, surely something here is open for looting. Better be. Yeah, whole building closed up. Better not be that way with the whole encampment. Revolver 2. That's not what I wanted. Oops.
That's the last.
Yeah, I may have hit some wrong triggers there. Getting late. Sometimes the correct buttons are not pressed. You want to shoot, but you inhale instead. Shoot and inhale. These are two sides of same coin, no? No.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both.
Yeah,
I believe this place has seen better days.
Don't mess with us.
Yes, well those ones went down a lot easier. A little disappointing, the lack of things that I can steal here.
Covering you.
I'm starting to understand why they don't really, I don't think you can modify this thing. It'd be, a bit much, maybe. Though I love this Deadeye assault rifle. Tried to sell the gun with the slogan Sniper's Choice, but they got sued by a company they are legally not allowed to identify. That's amazing. Yeah, I guess we still got intellectual property lawsuits in the space future. Knock you out, bar. Okay, no, I'll take this and just break it down. Workbench right here. Alright, break down. Break down, break down. Revolver Mark II is pretty powerful. Alright, ultimatum. 252, man. Oh, I sold my shot cannon. Cool. I thought, you know, maybe more of this stuff would be worn down because of acid damage. But I guess it's alright. Is this it, huh? Just kind of expecting maybe a huge space dungeon. But okay. So be it. I don't need the arms building key, let's just open it. Alright, looking for bolt cartridge. Bit cartridge. Lots of money just lying around. What happened here? What is this place? The weapons facility? I wonder. Let's see now. Sandra has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and statistics, not very good with slogans, jingles, or taglines. Promotion, presentation is dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Plays a noted tendency to complete work rather than delegating it, a trend unbecoming of upper management. Yeah, no, I got it. Let's see, Graham Bryant. Any product messaging and branding is impressive. Low-level editor. Knack for memorable slogans, taglines. Issues with brevity. Promotion. Dora Erickson. I wonder how we could use this information. Guess this is the old headquarters of some sort? An executive office? I wonder what it is. It's this building. Who's using a long gun? Is a long gun? Heavy weapon. That's a long gun. What's your armor look like? Oh. Well, somebody can use this anti-riot gear. God, there's cash everywhere. Oh, this is wonderful. I love this place. Yes, Impact Hammer 2. Parvati's gonna be thrilled. Bringing presents home. Matching Impact Hammers. Why don't you give one to, maybe she can give one to her girlfriend.
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can Raps wear boots?
No. Whoa.
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My
Oh,
friends
like
and I were
Aldous Huxley.
scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons, who's a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier than it sounds, alright? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions. Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
Being as you are trapped.
Sure. Beats not answering questions.
Bolt 52.
Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things, my mind gets to wandering about all the things I could be doing instead.
Oh, I feel that.
Huxley. I'm an Iconoclast runner. The Iconoclast runner. Fastest we've got. Ain't a Raptidon on this void-forsaken hellhole that can catch me.
Get the ones that did.
I'm... sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on tight spaces, you know?
I know.
Oh, that'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton and... I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here? I want to get back to Amber Heights.
Uh-huh.
Get me out of here!
So, a dead guy.
Understood. I'll keep...
This is, let me just make sure I got the right weapon on. So let's just say that I don't need these two.
My head down.
Go! One all right?
I am, generally speaking, fine. Just fine. Honestly, didn't expect that Raptidon Colossus to be able to spit. But spit it did. Let me just take a look here. Grant, Brian, Dora, Eric's. I have a feeling that Sandra might have done something naughty.
thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die.
Just a bit.
Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
You sure you're okay?
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
Uh-huh.
Thanks a lot, mister.
I'm not going to extort her, I just need her to go away. I can, get in here and steal some things. Here we go, here's a flamethrower. Yoka, would you like a flamethrower? Oh no, you're way better than a flamethrower. Never mind. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm not going to delete those files, but I might lie about it. Yeah, maybe if I just tell them that I did. That's the ticket, I think. Deception. Untruthfulness. Big bamboozle.
Is it true that manta queens devour their mates after copulation?
Yeah. Well, sort of. They kill them, but they leave the body till their swarm hatches and eats it. The first meal is their father.
Makes one appreciative he wasn't born a Mentosaur.
Slimy man like you might fit in just fine.
I'm glad those two are fast friends. Next director was formed after the Great War to arbitrate international and intercorporate disputes. Is that like World War III? It's World War One. I'm trying to think. What's the alternate history here? Who wasn't assassinated? Kinley? Oh, I'm gonna... Yeah, I think it was McKinley. I guess there would just be just one world war in this world. It's kind of interesting when you think about it. In a world where there are no World War II video games, because there was no World War II. Life's probably a lot better, huh?
What does your religion say happens to us after we die?
The body returns to the universe from whence it came. I'm sure you've seen a corpse in the various stages of decay.
Why do we exist in the first place, then? What the hell's the point?
Our lives contribute to the betterment of the human race. Everyone has a part to play for the greater advancement.
I ain't got a part. Life ain't a damn cereal.
You helped people survive the Monarch evacuation, did you not? Perhaps one of them will go on to unlock godhood for the human race.
Well, if they do, I hope they remember who pulled them from the jaws of raptidons.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, What should we go with? Review.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant.
Messed up.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Super messed up. Did it?
Apparently not.
Yeah, we're in charge now.
In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
And you made it work?
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Now, I really hope I'm not giving this guy nuclear launch codes. I saw that sealed bunker. And I saw this Bolt 52 cartridge, and this thing can't protect the city. So I've got kind of a bad feeling about what it actually is.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
Oh, exactly.
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Tell me what happens.
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
Celia?
Already noted for your review, sir.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret. Mr. Nandi may be correct.
If the masses learn that the board disregards their own ordinances, it'd give rise to dissent. MSI could use this information to their advantage.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
What does that mean for me?
If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Close enough.
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Sure, easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one.
Uh-huh.
I'll leave the execution to you.
Yeah, I just, I don't know, man.
If you were in charge, would you keep the board around?
Of course. Even with all their faults, they are the best chance to maintain order in the colony.
I suppose I can appreciate the structure of things, long as the folks at the top have got the right heads on their shoulders.
Well. Oh man. We're just about at 2 hours now. What is this now? I got to go to Catherine for multiple things here. And we've got... Okay, well, Flowers for Sebastian is out. That's not happening. We got all sorts of stuff to take on next time. Look at all this. Secret people. Probably do secret people first. I might just not bother with Family Matter. I think that kid's probably a lot happier, regardless of whether he's with the Iconoclast or if he's dissolved in a Raptidon stomach. The mother is a bit much. But we can probably do these two. Maybe these two. I want to believe that the sixth quest completion future is going to be real. But let's get through the loading zone first. I want to be able to just... I can't snap tonight. I want to be able to just, like, get right to it next time around. Which might be tomorrow. Depends on how I'm feeling. Got my voice going. I apologize if I'm a little low energy, lulling you to sleep this time around. I just really wanted to play some Outer Worlds though, and I wanted to make sure I could share it with audience. I will save real fast. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.